monkey.
Take your stinking paws off me, you damn dirty ape!
Is that a monkey?
Where are the gorillas?
Nice monkey suit.
With the help of this chimp, we may have a championship season.
Monkey!
It's like I'm talking to a monkey.
No one wants to be turned into a monkey.
Apes together.
Strong.
Hey, welcome back to Cinemonkey, a monkey movie podcast. We talk all things monkeys and media, sapiens and cinema. And today I'm rejoined by one of my brothers because he had time to watch this movie and my other brother didn't have time to watch this movie. It's very Luigi of you. I guess you're the Luigi to my Mario. I'm the older one and you're taller.
Yeah.
We got John back. Hey!
Yes. Happy to be back. I made sure to go see this on opening night. I drove to the cinema here in Vermont to make sure to go see this because I was very excited. We were ready to go because we originally had it, like I have the poster that says March 3rd and it sits in my dining room, or I guess we have a kitchen dining room attachment because it's an apartment, and it sits right next to the table and it's been there for 2 months now.
Yeah. And
then they changed the date and they released it early. So we went early.
They changed it to later and then they moved it up again. Okay, but I don't want to leave. Well, actually, let me do the credits of this. So, the Super Mario Galaxy movie was directed by Aaron Harvarth and Michael Jelenic, same people who directed the last one. It was stars Chris Pratt, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Day, Jack Black, Keegan-Michael Key, Benny Safdie, Donald Glover, Brie Larson, and I guess it's not really a spoiler because they released it early, but Glenn Powell as well as Luis Guzman, Issa Rae, and Kevin Michael Richardson. All right, so here's what we're going to do. If you've never listened to the show before, welcome. What we're going to do, we're going to break down the plot. We're going to talk about the monkey in the movie, or the monkeys in the movie, and ask what happens when the monkeys aren't in the movie. I'm going to call my dad. We're going to see what he thinks about the movie, a movie I know he hasn't seen. But we're going to try a new segment of the show, and that is, let's guess the plot. So Justin, who joined us on the last one, didn't get to see the movie. So I want to think, like, he was going to go, but then he was like, it was all neck craning spots.
Front row?
Front row. And he's not a true fan. So I'm going to call him right now. And we're going to see.
Hello?
Hi, Justin. Welcome. You're on the podcast. Well, welcome. So I'm trying a new segment called Guessing the Plot, because you haven't seen this movie, right? You haven't seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
I have not.
Okay. Really briefly, in like 5 minutes, give me like a breakdown of what you think happens in this movie.
A lot.
Okay, but what? Go.
They're probably, from what I get from the trailers, I guess they meet Yoshi and then they have to go save the galaxy.
Okay, I mean that's
plot.
Quicker than 5 minutes. That's quicker. Anything that you expect to happen in this movie? Any surprises? Any swings for the fences?
Probably setups from the recent news that we saw about Fox McCloud.
Yeah, he is in the movie.
Some setups. And maybe a sequel?
Maybe a
trilogy?
I don't think it's going to be a trilogy. I think they're going to make these till everyone dies, till the Earth explodes.
Okay, that's good news for me because I haven't seen the movie.
But yeah, okay. Any thoughts you want to throw in here before John and I break this down? And we'll grade your
thoughts about what?
We'll grade your points as we go along the plot.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to spoil it for you, but we will.
So you want me to guess?
Guess.
Okay, so
guess things that happens. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess Rosalina is in trouble, and they have to go save Rosalina. That's what I'm gonna guess.
Okay, and why? What do you think? What trouble do you think she's in exactly?
It's gotta save the galaxy.
Gotta save the galaxy. Rosalina's in trouble, and who is making her in trouble?
I want say Bowser Jr. That's what I want.
Bowser Jr. Okay, and what are our heroes doing throughout the movie?
They probably split up.
They split up.
That's from what I'm getting from the. I'm going off of the trailer here. These are just straight up guesses here.
Yeah. That's what we're asking.
I'm guessing Mario and Luigi split up. Maybe with Yoshi, and then I know Peach and Toad kind of split up, and they kind of go through like that Super Mario 2 adventure about warp.
Okay.
So I want to. So they got to do side quests.
Some side quests. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I would think it's very basic, a very simple plot, maybe close to nothing.
How do you think Fox McCloud factors into this?
I don't know. Something with space, but I don't know.
Something with space. Okay. I mean, listen. I will tell you right now, not a spoiler. You're like 80% correct.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're about 80% correct. Just some details are missing. But besides that,
I'm a good fan.
You looked at the trailers and you said, I've pegged this movie down exactly to what it was.
That's crazy. Really?
Mostly. There are some surprises in there, and I don't want to spoil them for you because like when I saw them, I was like, oh, they're doing that thing. That's crazy. That's wild right now. That's wild.
Is there a DK in this movie?
Yeah, that's not really a spoiler. DK is in this movie, but it's a cameo.
Sweet.
And he doesn't talk. So
oh.
There is a Diddy in this movie, but I'll get to that later. But you have to find him. He's a secret Diddy.
Secret Diddy.
Yeah. All right. All right. So John has a heart out, so I have to get this going. But thank you. I appreciate it, and we're gonna rate your guesses as we go through here.
I'm really happy. I got a solid B-.
Yeah, you got a B-.
I'll take it.
All right.
B's get degrees, man.
Listen, it's passing for the movie. All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the call.
Yep. All right. Bye. That's a guy who's watched the trailers quite a bit.
Yeah. He was like,
I wasn't paying attention.
He was just missing detail. Yeah.
Yeah. Detail. I mean, he didn't really say anything about Bowser. But yeah.
No, he that's true. Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. So let's jump into this. Full spoilers from here on out. If you haven't seen the movie, too bad. All right, let's go. Let's go. So the movie opens, and this is kind of fun. This is nice. We get a new logo for the Nintendo opening screen, and it is to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Mario. So that's nice. It gets a little transition from 39 to 40. And then the movie starts. We see a Minion again. Minion's back. This time they're trying to go for a hammer, like from Donkey Kong, as opposed to a go-kart. And I was like, oh, is this going to play a part in the movie? Because the last one kind of tied into the movie. Nope, not at all.
It's set up. It's set up.
It's set up. This is next for the Super Smash Brothers movie where we get a Minion cameo. So the movie opens, and we meet Princess Rosalina. She's telling a story about Peach, and how she's a great princess, and all the Lumas. Dad, in case you weren't listening last week, the Lumas are these little star creatures that Rosalina is the mother of, and she takes care of them, and she has like hundreds of them throughout the galaxy, and she is their mom and their princess. And she cares for them deeply, and she reads them a bedtime story every night. And she's trying to read the story of Princess Peach, but they're like, no, Mom, read the story about the plumbers, which I feel like is something you would say. You say, hey, listen, I don't need this Peach story. Give me the plumber story again.
You got to get the plumber story, and then they like it so much they have little outfits. They do little reenactments.
Yeah, we get a little Donkey Kong reference. One of the Lumas kind of gets buff and looks like Donkey Kong. So we're counting that 1 point monkey. And as she's trying to like start to retell the story, there's like a knock on the door and there's like some rumbling outside her castle, and she's like, all right, stay here, you guys, play with each other. I'm gonna go like take care of whatever's outside. She goes outside and she sees this big like 3-legged monster thing. It's like a robot. John, do you know the name of that?
If you were to, I was gonna say, Mike, you want to guess the name of it? I have it.
Leggy. I don't remember.
Mega leg.
Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
Mega leg. So Mega leg's outside, and it says, "Princess Rosalina, you need to come with me." Dad, in case you don't know who Rosalina is, she's this character. That's the best I could do right now. She's another princess in the Mario games. You haven't played Mario Galaxy. But anyway, so Princess Rosalina, she goes outside and basically whoops the ass of this Mega Leg and destroys all of its legs. And there's a fun little action sequence. Rosalina is also played by Brie Larson, who you may know from such movies as Captain Marvel and The Marvels and Room and Scott Pilgrim. Great. She's really fun. She's actually a huge nerd. I don't know if you knew this. Did you know this?
Yeah. This was the whole thing where like she broke up with somebody because they said stop playing Mario Galaxy or something.
Yeah. So she's been going around the press circuits and she's been telling stories about how she kicked her first boyfriend out of her apartment or house because she was trying to beat the last level of Mario Galaxy, and he was like, "You're taking this too seriously," and she's like, "I'm taking this too seriously. You can leave." It's hard, man. It's a hard game, especially the ending. Maybe I'm bad at it, but I get the frustration.
Big fan of this. Was very excited throughout. You were like, as you said, throughout all the press tours. And I think she did a good job. She seems to care, and that's all you can ask.
I will say, of the new cast members, not that the old cast members didn't care, but they seem to not know much about except maybe Keegan Michael Key. He kind of is like, yeah, I know Toad. I get this. Like Chris Pratt's like, yeah, the most I know about Mario is he says, "Let's go," and "Mamma Mia." And Charlie Day is like, Luigi's fun. But Brie Larson knows her stuff. She would listen to this podcast and go, "I got some fast facts for you. Let me tell you, I got some stuff." But it's revealed that inside the Mega Leg is Bowser Jr. and he kidnaps one of the Lumas. So Rosalina kind of goes in to rescue the Luma, and she winds up getting kidnapped, and they take off and fly away, and he's like, "I gotta go save my dad." And then we cut to Mario and Luigi on motorbikes. So 0.1 for Justin. He's got it right. Rosalina's in trouble.
Yep.
By Bowser Jr. 2 points I will give him. So he goes, Mario and Luigi on motorbikes, and they're zooming through some sort of desert land, which is from the referencing. Yeah, go ahead.
You want to guess what that one's called? See if you could go 2 for 2 here.
Is it dry desert or something like that?
Dry desert is, I think, the desert. No, it's called it's Sand Kingdom.
Oh wow!
Because there's a lot of sand.
There's a lot of sand. And we got really stereotypical Day of the Dead little skull guys that are kind of hanging out. They got little maracas. I thought that was kind of fun when they approach the town and they're kind of they're a little scared, and the skull guys are scared, and so they're shaking the maracas to and they're like, "You could stop that,"
because they're shaking too. So it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I do like how when they're driving into that town, I like how when they do kind of like the tricks you would see in Mario Kart as they go over the dunes and everything like that. I thought that was a cool addition.
When I was watching it, I was like, what the heck? Why are they on bikes? This is breaking canon. And then I was like, oh no, Mario Kart, they have bikes. It's fine. It's fine. Also, I forgot with these movies, nothing matters. It's fine.
They've never rode bikes before.
I've never played a Mario game where they wore. In Super Mario Odyssey, I didn't throw a cap on a bike and.
Yeah, no, I think you can ride it like the scooter normally too.
You can ride a scooter. You can ride a scooter. That'd be for the next one. So the people inside are like, hey, there's like a weird noise coming from one of the pipes here. And they're like, yeah, we're here to fix the pipes. So you guys stay back. And so Mario and Luigi, they take their fire flower and they go inside and they kind of investigate the this desert land. And they come across this kind of creature that's like scurrying about in the background. And it kind of runs around, and Mario puts his hand out like Chris Pratt in Jurassic World, and is like, hey, come here. You think that's a reference? I don't know. It's a universal property.
I did not think about it being a Jurassic World. Like,
I don't think it's supposed to be, but in my mind, I'm he's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. But Yoshi then appears because we saw an egg at the end of the last movie under Brooklyn. Yoshi is now in the Sand Kingdom.
Sand Kingdom. It's the the upside down pyramid, I think is what it was, right?
Yeah. I don't think they're even in the pyramid. They're just like in another section.
All right.
Because the pyramid's in the background when they leave.
I think
so. They're just like in a cave.
I guess so.
But so so this is one of my favorite moments of the movie. So I was like, like in the marketing, I was like, they're gonna mess up their own continuity because in the end of the last movie, Yoshi was under Brooklyn. But turns out Yoshi was under Brooklyn the whole time.
Yeah.
Yoshi kind of goes around Brooklyn and experiences the sights of Brooklyn. He like goes into restaurants and stuff.
It is it's a good montage. It's all done from like it's from his like it's from him
third person,
like the shots from behind,
kind of,
right?
Yeah. So like the camera's lingering behind him, so you just see the back of Yoshi, and Yoshi's like just going throughout the town. And then this is also where we get our Donkey Kong cameo, where he's climbing on some girders and like flexing, and he's doing the thing from Donkey Kong, throwing some barrels and such. So I was like, they did the thing, and I was really happy when I saw that. But no Seth Rogen laugh, sadly. So we'll see him again probably next year, I'm going to guess. They haven't announced it, but it's 100% happening, a Donkey Kong movie. So moving on, Yoshi gets back to, I forgot what happens, but he steals.
He like accidentally.
He eats something.
He goes into a museum and he like touches or somehow he knocks over a dinosaur. Like bones, like he makes it like the I think it's a T-Rex that collapses, and then they chase him.
And then he runs back into the warp pipe, and then he winds up back in the Sand Kingdom. And then I did like this joke where they're like, and we'll never know what happened because they can't understand Yoshi. Already for me, funnier than the last movie.
Did you say who plays Yoshi yet?
No, but we can right now. So Yoshi is played by Donald Glover or Childish Gambino, depending on if you're a rap fan. But Donald Glover is also a big old nerd, and he actually called Nintendo and was like, "Can I please play Yoshi in the upcoming Super Mario movie?" And they were like, "Dude, he has one line throughout the whole movie. He goes, 'I don't care. I want to be in this.'" And he also did it for his son, he was saying, because his son is a big fan of the first movie. And he was like watching and he was like, man, I got to be a part of this. And because Yoshi was the character at the end of the last movie that was teased, he was like, well, I know one guy. I'll be him, I guess. Yeah. And when the trailer came out, people online were like, thank God they didn't get anybody famous to play Yoshi. And he said that's the greatest compliment he's ever received in his life.
I think he does. He makes the sounds. He does.
You wouldn't know it was him if you didn't know it was him.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know it was him. No, you're right. He does a good job.
He's doing a thing. So he's slowly collecting all the Infinity Stones as well, of appearing in every franchise. He needs a Jurassic Park in him. But yeah. He did a Marvel. He did a
Marvel. He did a Mario. He did
a Mario. He did a Star Wars.
Man, he's just like one Garfield away, and
he could be in Garfield too. He could be like Garfield's cousin or something like that.
Yeah.
If he could do
New
Sonic
ground.
too, I guess breaking new ground with Donnie Gloves. New nickname unlocked.
So after that, I guess they leave the cave and they say, "Hey everybody, this is Yoshi." And I do really like how they're like, and he's a part of our group now.
Yes, and
nobody asks any questions.
He just is. He just lives in the house with them. He lives in their apartment. And it's Princess Peach's birthday, and Mario's real nervous because he got her a gift, and Luigi and Yoshi kind of make fun of him for being like, "Oh, you have a crush on Princess Peach." Nah, 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 nah. And he was like, "Oh no, we're just good pals." But yeah, secretly he does have a crush on Princess Peach.
I think they use like a "That's Amore" bit. I think that's something that's wrong.
Charlie Day does sing "That's Amore," and Yoshi too, I guess. Yoshi too.
Yeah, the punchline is he goes, and then he goes, "That's a Yoshi," and then you applaud because they're killing it, right? 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Justin didn't predict that, so. But how could you?
Yeah. But how?
You know, no one could have guessed that. So it's Princess Peach's birthday, and she is kind of feeling a little bummed out because she's like, I don't know how I really belong. This isn't really my birthday because it's it's just the day that the Toads found me and like took me in. And we kind of get glimpses of her past really briefly, where someone with blonde hair. We get Baby Peach as well, but we get someone with blonde hair kind of letting her go and falling through some space-time thing, kind of like we saw in the first movie when you go through a warp pipe. And she was like, "Yeah, I was abandoned." And then the Toads took me in, and here we are. They don't say how old she is. How old do you think Peach is?
I have no idea.
20, 27, 28?
Probably around that, right?
Yeah, sure.
I do like how before they get to like Mario has to go find Peach, and as Mike said, she's sitting alone at the top of the castle. They walk through the party. And once again, there's this bit where they're like, Toad comes up and goes, "Oh, who's this?" And they go, "This is Yoshi." And then that's it.
And then Toad's like,
"That's Yoshi."
I guess he's a part of the group now.
I did like that. I thought the penguin dance scene was pretty funny.
I forgot about the penguins. There's so much happens in 90 minutes of this movie. There's so many. Well, okay, so you mentioned before we started that like, there was a review that came out pretty early on that was like, this movie is like dangling keys in front of the screen, and it doesn't even do a good job of that. I disagree. It does a great job of dangling keys in front of the screen. There's so much happening. I think this movie is more successful at dangling keys in front of the screen than the first one.
So yeah, after that, we cut back to, or we're at the point where Mario does have that conversation on top of the castle because he goes to look for her, and he's like, "Oh, I got you a present," and then it's he gives her the present, and it's the
her parasol.
Peach's parasol, which is right after the parasol. They look up, and Mike, what do they see?
They see there's these lovely stars falling from the sky. Kind of like rain, but it's nice. It's not like scary or anything. It's like colorful. And everyone's really excited in kind of Toad Town and Princess Peach's castle, and they're very, they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is really nice." But then we get a Luma comes down, because Luma was told that if anything happened to them, if anything happened to Rosalina, they should go find Princess Peach, and they do. And they're like, "Hey, you have to help us save our mother." And Princess Peach is like, yeah, I can do that, I guess. Meanwhile, the Toads are like, "You cannot leave, Princess Peach, because who will run the kingdom?" And she's like, "Oh, you make a good point. Yeah, thank you. And Mario's like, "I tried to stop them, but I will escort them out now." She closes the door and is like, "Let's go." And they jump onto a star pad and launch into space, Toad and Peach. And then the next morning, they're like, "Where's Princess Peach?" She's written a letter to Mario saying she's left the kingdom in him and Luigi's hands. And then we get a really fun sequence. Oh, well, also, it's a reference to Super Mario 64.
Yes, I was going to say. It's
the letter.
In the style of Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
And then Mario and Luigi.
She calls him
and
mustache.
Yoshi.
I don't know if that's a reference
Yes.
to something. Is that a reference to
Well,
a game?
I don't know, but he has a mustache.
I mean, we know this.
It's true. It's true.
Spot the lie. You can't.
But yes. Mario, Luigi, and of course Yoshi, who once again is here. And you always knew that.
He's been promoted to like new best friend now that Toad is gone. Then we get a really fun sequence of like them doing like mini Mario levels to like save the kingdom, which I really enjoyed this. I thought this was, I think there's another song here, but I don't remember what it was.
I can't remember, but it wasn't like as, I guess it doesn't like beat you over the head with licensed music, because I only remember one. You said there's a second one?
I think it's in the scene. There's another song. But
it wasn't egregious. That's the whole point I'm making. But no, it's really.
In 1 week, they took my notes from last time. It's crazy that they listened to me. But we get like little scenes like Mario stopping some Hammer Bros and Mario and Luigi. I thought that was cool. And like there's a table like that lights up like little parts of the kingdom as if it was like a level in a Mario game, and they would go and solve the problem. And they like make Toad an ice cream. One of the Toads an ice cream with the ice power. I loved it. I love this part. This was great.
No, it was really fun. I thought like the visual representation of like a Toad getting mugged by a Hammer Bro was a wild thing to see.
Not one Hammer Bro, two Hammer Bros.
Two Hammer Bros. So that was good. I thought that really good montage. I didn't have any real like complaints about it. I thought it was a good job, and I appreciated how at the end of it they were tired. They were exhausted. And then because they were like, we've done so much and it's been one day. Wow, how does Peach do this? We get another alert on the board, but it's in the castle, and they show up and it's Bowser's castle, but it's tiny. And Bowser, this is in the trailer, but Bowser is really small, and he has called Mario and Luigi to show them his latest masterpiece. And as he walks up the stairs, he's been painting, by the way. And he walks up the stairs, he sings his little Bowser song, which I really enjoyed. Mm-hmm.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, in his very Jack Black style. And he gets to the top of the stairs, and he's like, he's good pals with Luigi, but he's not good pals with Mario, which I think is funny. Even though Luigi was the one who he tried to murder in the last movie. Yeah, he did a little bit of torture on Luigi. He tried to kill Luigi a couple times, but they're cool. Yeah, they're cool. He's like, hey, Luigi, sup, Mario. I thought their little rivalry throughout this movie was fun. That he just like really, really hates Mario, but like is so indifferent to everyone else in the main group. He's just like, yeah, everyone else is fine, but that guy sucks. But that guy. So yes, he shows off the picture. Luigi's kind about it. Mario is not kind about it. Yeah, Luigi's honestly, like, the picture's I like the good. Colors, and then Mario's like, it's trash. And you're right, it is pretty solid. Guy's got to do some rehabilitation. And he's trying. He's in a book club now with Luigi. He's in book club. He makes soup for book club. I thought that was funny. I thought that was pretty funny. I bring the soup. And he, all he wants is to be let out and be big again. And he promises that he's changed. Even though maybe. And then they tell him no, because he has a lot of anger issues. They tell him no, and he gets pretty angry, and then he apologizes. And then he goes back downstairs. Yeah, but first he closes the door on his tail, which is his fault. Which is his fault. And this is a bit that goes on for way longer than I thought it should have. Like it keeps going. I was like, he got some runtime with this joke, of him screaming. There was people a couple rows up, and they were adults. I want to clarify that, and they really thought that was good.
they got the full, like, whatever they were cooking up for that joke to like land, worked for them. I agree it went a little long.
At first it's funny, but then it just keeps going, and I'm like, we could have cut earlier, I think. So while Bowser's going to bed, we get a little more rumbling outside, and who shows up but one Bowser Jr. from earlier, and he's like, I'm here for my father. And they're like, who are you? And I thought this was weird because it just sounded so unnatural, where they all introduce each other. He's like, I'm Bowser Jr. and I'm coming for my dad. And Luigi's like, I'm Luigi. I'm Luigi. And Mario's like, I'm here too. I mean,
everyone's got to know who everyone is.
Yeah, I guess they've never met before.
But
yeah.
no, and then after that, Bowser Jr. does the, I guess it's Super Mario Sunshine, right?
Yeah, so this is pulling from Super Mario Sunshine. Now, Dad and people who aren't big nerds, we're going to be referencing video games throughout this whole thing, and if you don't know what it is, just assume it's from a different video game. But yeah, so in Super Mario Sunshine, Bowser Jr. is the secret, like, liquid Mario kind of guy who's, like, evil and frames Mario for vandalism. And
Yep.
has a paintbrush, and they pull that paintbrush into this movie where when he activates a certain thing on the paintbrush, it makes this goo that kind of takes over him, and he kind of gets inverted colors, which I thought was really cool. I thought this fight scene was really interesting as well.
No, the fight scene's great. But yeah, so after he does this transformation, they get into a pretty well done fight scene between the three of them and Bowser Jr., with each of them having their own, like,
slow mo shot
one-on-one matchup. Yeah.
Luigi knees him at one point, which was pretty sick. He knees him
in the face after Bowser Jr. switches his paintbrush to, like, axe mode and is about to, like, chop at Mario. And it's good. It looks, I once, like, we said this about the last one. Animation is really, really good. I know some of the character models are changed slightly from the last movie. Mm-hmm.
Like Peach looks a little bit different, and I can't think of any other example, but like I'm sure there's like small tweaks to Mario and Luigi. Is it a huge improvement over the last one? No, but that last one looked so good that it's like, it's on par. We did it. It doesn't look worse. They did what they had to do, and it looks good. That fight scene in particular looks really, really well done. And everyone fights Bowser Jr. until eventually, is it Yoshi knocks the paintbrush away? Yeah, I believe so. And Bowser Jr. just runs away, basically. Yeah. And he goes back into his ship, his UFO. And then he abducts the entire castle. and while tries to take the whole thing. Yeah, he's like, well, this will be easier probably. And while they're doing that, Mario and Luigi and Yoshi are helping Toads evacuate the castle. But it's too late. They're stuck, and they get taken up into space. And we move on into space. We did it. We're in the galaxy now. I should mention at the very start of the movie, the galaxy that they're in, or the universe that they're in, is just a big question mark box. Yes. So that's where they live. It's a nice touch. It might be from a game. I don't remember. Maybe it was in 2. That was a big thing. I can't remember that either. But the abduction's interesting, just because I'm trying to, just taking the whole castle. Right? That's the reason. And the reason why he's doing it is because they do that in the game. But like, right. But he's just like, give me this. Give me this. Yeah, it's like, all right, fine. If I can't take my dad when I'm small, I'll just take the thing my dad is living in at the moment. Right. It's like the whole thing. They fall out and fall into some Flower Kingdom galaxy planet. Do you want to guess what that one is called? Is it called the Beehive Galaxy? You are quite close. It's Honey Hive. Honey Hive. There we go. So they land in the Honey Hive. They call it a galaxy, but it's really just a planet. That one's pretty
That one's pretty just like a singular planet. But yes, they fall onto that, and there's a crash sequence where they're all running away from the debris
from the castle.
because they dropped the castle.
Yeah, that'll get my dad back. No problem.
Yeah, turns out abducting a castle is a little hard, and sometimes it slips.
Well, it's like a claw game, He had it, and then it dropped. So they land in a bunch of flowers, and Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, and Bowser. We're going to keep adding names to this list as the movie goes on. They're walking through. Bowser's still small. He's begging Mario to punch him so he could get bigger again. And Luigi's like, Mario, you should just punch him. Like, he's changed. I promise. He's in book club. It's fine. It's fine. And they wander through, and Bowser whispers into Mario's ear that he's a failure of a plumber, which pisses Mario off, and he throws him to the ground and steps on him.
And that's what got him.
And then he gets him bigger. I was like, you couldn't think of a better insult than that, but sure.
If it works, it works.
If it works, when it worked. And Bowser's like, you're never going to regret this. I have a changed man. I know a person here. We'll go to her kingdom, and they'll help us out. They head down, and they wind up in forgot the character's name. Queen Bee, I assume.
Yeah, I
Honey Queen.
Hang
Honey
on,
Queen is her name.
Honey Queen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they wind up at her doorstep, and the bees are pissed at Mario because they stepped on some flowers. And they're like, you must serve out a sentence of 100 years or something like that. And Bowser's like, take me instead. They have to save Princess Rosalina and find Peach. So take me, and I'll be this noble person. And at first I was like, this is clearly a trick, right? This is too simple. This is too set up. Turns out he was just doing it for the good of his heart.
He feels remorse throughout this movie. Until
it doesn't.
It's fun until he forgets, and every once in a while. But so they take their let go,
and then the queen is just like, here, take my sad bug. and
that was not cool. And then the bug is just like, it looks sad and is upset that they're riding it.
I did think that was funny too. And it was like, take my sad bug. I'm like, oh, it is a sad bug.
It was a sad bug. And then they fly off, and then Bowser's left to go work in the honey mines, which he does.
Yeah, and he does. I was like, oh, he's going to break out or try to take over the kingdom. Nope, he's just a prisoner. He just is, and he's doing what he said he was. I was like, crazy. Wild choice. And they're like, oh, take them to basically a train station galaxy is basically where they're supposed to go.
I think before they finish that out, at the end of Bowser working,
he gets abducted by
he's about to sing a song. He's about to, he's about to do Peaches, and then they just abduct him.
And Bowser Jr. abducts him
right out of the space.
Yep. Then we get to Peach and Toad, and they are at the train station galaxy.
They're looking for any information, and they find the missing person poster, and I guess it has a last whereabouts. Is that correct?
No. Yeah, I guess so. It's just like she was taken. She's missing, and Peach is like, she looks awfully similar to me.
Wait a minute. She's also blonde.
She's blonde and a princess, and I'm blonde and a princess. And then we get a fun little cameo from Rob the Robot. I really enjoyed this. So Rob the Robot.
You like this bit?
I did like this bit. Rob the Robot, for those who don't know, is a character in Super Smash Brothers, but before that, he was an accessory for the NES. And it was really cool at the time in the 80s, where basically he's got these two cameras in his eyes, or these two sensors in his eyes, and you could face him towards the screen, and he would be a person you could play games with. You could imagine with 80s technology, doesn't work all too well. But he had 2 or 3 games, and he would have these little gyro things that you would have to pick up with his claw and then slowly move to a button, which would make it spin, and then you would pick it up and you would slowly move it back and then put it on a button, and it wouldn't always land in the correct spot. You could look it up. There's videos online. It's a really interesting and fun toy, and experiment, but there is a reason why they didn't make more Rob the Robots moving forward, because it sold really poorly and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah, it was cool.
Like
Cool.
the easier version of it is the Duck Hunt gun, which you would plug into your NES, and then it would use light to basically, you would be able to shoot the ducks on your TV, and based on like light frequencies, it would work or not work. I think that supposedly worked a lot better than Rob the Robot, because it was you controlling it as opposed to like the robot trying to do it. But anyway, I think it was advertised as like your friend in video games or something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Your
talk.
pal Rob.
Yeah, your pal Rob. But in here, he's just the info booth guy, and he moves really slowly at about, what I thought was really funny, because I have seen these videos and stuff. He moves, I'm guessing, at about the speed that the toy would move, which is why I thought it was really funny, which is extremely slow, and it takes forever. And and then Toad like gets into an argument with him, and then he starts his whole bit over again. He's like, "Hi, I'm Rob the Robot." And then Yoshi's like, "No, just tell me where the thing is."
They're like, "Hey, where can we get to like the pilot deck? We need to find a pilot." And then the robot's like, "Sure." It's over, and then it, rotates to point. Toad interrupts him, reset. They do it again, and then eventually Rob tells them where the pilot deck is. So they start to walk there, but on the way, Mike, what do they encounter?
They encounter a monkey. What is the name? Ukiri? They say it a bunch.
Yes,
Uriki?
yes, I will get the name. Ukiki.
And it's like, Ukiki. And I was like, oh boy, where's Ukiki gonna take us? And Ukiki steals Toad's backpack. And they chase Ukiki into like the sewers of the train station galaxy, which could potentially be, I thought this was maybe a reference to the 1980s Super Mario movie where they go under Brooklyn and there's Dino Brooklyn. Again, I'll talk about that movie later. They gotta go to the seedy underbelly, which isn't from a game, as far as I know. I think it's an original location.
It could be inspired by something like Neo Bowser City from like Mario Kart, but it seems to be a new.
Yeah, and I thought it was a cool looking spot. It is not a new idea. It is from the 1980s. It is new. It is the new Dino City or whatever it's called. But they go down there and they come across. They kind of go into the Star Wars Cantina bar. And you see every bad guy, like every like minor villain, like you see Goombas and Koopas and Piranha Plants and all these like kind of bad looking dudes that you would kill in the Mario games, and they're all like kind of like giving Toad and Peach the side eye and mean looks, and they eventually make their way into this big casino cube. Which
it's the casino cube.
That is from a Mario Galaxy game, I want to say. I think.
I don't necessarily know if the casino
itself is from a game.
It's kind of a combination of things, because the key thing of why it's a cube is within the Mario Galaxy games, like the whole thing is playing with gravity. So depending on what side of the wall you're on, you stick, which they do a really cool job showing.
Yes. Like there's like a Koopa that like kind of, there's a thing called a Paracoopa, which is a Koopa with wings. That's for Dad. And like he kind of flies between the different gravities, like bringing drinks and stuff to like the people playing the casino games, which I thought was cool and interesting. And who is the owner of this casino, John? Is it a well-known Mario villain of some sort? Could it be Wario or Waluigi or anyone? Who is it, John?
They had to save Wario and Waluigi. It's Wart.
Who is Wart, John?
You know Wart, Mike. You know Wart.
I mean, I know Wart, but who is Wart?
I believe he's from Super Mario Brothers 2.
He is. He is
And,
the
like,
villain of Super
yeah.
Mario Brothers 2. Yes. And he's never been referenced again. Or if he has, they haven't used him because he's basically Bowser if Bowser was a frog. That's it. He's a king and he's evil. But I do like there's some more references to Super Mario Brothers 2. So like his right-hand people are Mauser, which is a mouse with sunglasses and a bomb. That's pretty sick. And Birdo. And Birdo's
cool.
gone on to be the most popular thing probably from that game. They kind of interrogate Wart for a second and they're like, Wart, tell us where Rosalina is. And Toad's like, I just want my backpack back. Yeah, what's up? What's up?
Who plays Wart, Mike?
Oh, that'd be Luis Guzman.
There you go.
You
Luis
know
Guzman.
him from Wednesday. And he has a statue in Community.
He does.
What else is Luis Guzman
I
done?
believe I was gonna say I gotta check myself. So please keep going. But I will
So
give some Luis Guzman news.
So they're interrogating Luis Guzman, Wart, and then a fight scene breaks out with Peach, and she does some of her moves from the Super Smash Brothers games. You know, hitting people with the parasail and like, you know, using her bottom to push people out of the way. And because it's in a gravity setting, things are kind of floating around. So that was also kind of cool. I think the fight scenes in this are a huge improvement from the last movie as well, because they're able to be a bit more creative with the goo of Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush and also the galaxy setting where you can play with gravity.
I have a cool Luis Guzman fact. I just need to double check myself on this. Luis Guzman is a Vermont resident. He comes from Cabot, Vermont, which is I think just maybe 1,500 people.
Yeah.
And he actually comes here, or he came here after Wednesday 2, like season 2 drop, and he did like guest speaker work here at UVM, which is pretty cool. So he's a force in our community. And it's cool he gets to
voice a character in the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Gets to voice, everyone's favorite character, Wart.
Yeah. Wow, really hitting the big bucks here.
Cool fact. Yes, after that, that discussion about where's Rosalina, whatever, and also give Toad his backpack back. That fight scene is actually really, really cool when they all collide, and the way they do it with like they said, that gravity cube stuff is really nice to look at. Mike, do you know what the ninja characters are named?
They are called ninjas, little ninjas. They released like 100 ninjas on them, and I thought that was kind of fun too. People listening to this are like, oh, he thinks it's kind of fun. Everything is a little bit of fun. And it is a little bit of fun. I will say that.
It is a little bit of fun. It's a fun movie, and it's a good time.
But they extract Princess Rosalina's location, and he's like, you have to go to so-and-so, and Bowser Jr. has her. And then they leave. And then Wart's like, get me Bowser Jr. on the phone. And he calls Bowser Jr., and he's like, they're coming. Basically. And you're like, oh, we'll see more of Wart later. No, you won't see any of Wart later. So they go up to the flight deck, and we get a little spaceship kind of lands slowly, and I started laughing because I was like, I know what this is. They're jangling the keys in front of me right now. And we get the door opens, and turns out it's actually a really tiny spaceship, and we get a bunch of Pikmin coming out. Yep. You know what Pikmin are? They're from a different video game. That's about it.
Yes. Mike, what game are they from?
They're from Pikmin. They're from Pikmin. No Olimar, who is the captain of the Pikmin ship, usually. So I thought that was interesting that they didn't include the main character of the Pikmin game. But
I thought it was funny.
It is his ship,
so
though.
I was sitting next to Yes, they show a bigger version and a smaller versions of the SS Dolphin. But in the movie theater when we were watching this, I turned to the guy sitting next to me and I go, that's from Pikmin. Maybe 20 seconds later, from across the theater, someone goes, that's from Pikmin. And that key jangling works on all of us.
Yeah. This movie in particular, it really did affect me. So anyway, nothing, not about me. So they obviously can't, Peach and Toad, they can't get in the Pikmin ship. They don't ask the Pikmin for help, but they start asking all of the people around the Starflight deck, being like, hey, can you take us to the so-and-so galaxy to go save Princess Rosalina? And they all turn around. They're like, that's too hard. Or like, that's too scary. I'm too much of a coward. And we walk a little bit and we make our way to the end of the row. And who do we find, John? Who's standing at the end of the row fixing his ship?
It's Star Fox. It's Fox.
It's Fox McCloud, Glenn Powell, who
Glenn Powell.
If you know me as a person, I love Glenn Powell. And I think that's why
He's the next big star.
And he will continue to be the next big thing until he lands a successful movie. I mean, Twisters was fun. If you could feel it.
Yeah, I enjoyed Twisters.
Chase it.
If you could feel it, chase it. He
seems
to also.
I liked how to. Okay. He's good in how to make a killing. The movie itself isn't that great, but he just oozes charm, man. Even in this, he's so good in this role. Like, he's perfect for this role. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I think he'd. Sorry, I was looking up more things Glenn Powell has done.
Chad Powers,
and you are correct. And you are correct in that he's waiting for it. He's gonna hit huge soon.
He thought The Running Man, and I thought The Running Man, and it wasn't The Running Man. It wasn't The Running Man.
So it's the next. He's one away. He's one film away. But yes, he also seems to be having a good time and exerts energy in this voice acting role, which I appreciate.
Do you know what happened? How he got this role?
I do not.
So he did the same thing Donald Glover did. He called up Nintendo and he apparently pitched them a Star Fox movie, and he was like, I want to be Star Fox. And they were like, okay. So they put him in the movie. They're like, well, we don't have a movie, but like we're going to put him in this other thing. And he was like, I'll take it.
I think that if I didn't see, because it was a couple days before release, they announced this,
and I think they did it because they knew it was going to leak. It came out like 4 or 5 days prior to the movie being released, because he is a big chunk of this movie. And they were doing a good job keeping him secret. They really were.
Yeah. If it made it to the point, and I went, on opening night, and I saw Star Fox in this movie, the key jangle, it would have won. I would have been like awe. And
not just an uncredited like cameo. He's in the back half of. He's in the third act of this movie. He just is a member of the movie. And we get introduced to Star Fox with, this is probably, I mentioned the Yoshi bit being my favorite bit of the movie. Incorrect. This is actually my favorite bit of the movie, where it switches to 2D like anime style animation, where he breaks down his history. He was like, I'm Fox McCloud, and I am, the leader of Star Fox, and like I have a bunch of people, and I fell through a wormhole, and now I'm here.
My another person I was sitting with, he says along the lines of like, man, I sure hope Slippy's here. And then they showed Slippy's in that little 2D animation section, which Slippy's a frog, which he makes fun of Slippy when he says my mechanic is a frog and it doesn't work out. But he audibly cheered when Slippy came on screen, which is, there's a little something for everyone in this movie.
A little something for everybody. A little Slippy, a little Pikmin, a little Rob.
Everybody's winning.
Fox McCloud is like, you want to go to the most dangerous part of the galaxy? I'm in. Sick.
He goes like, hey, like I need to be paid. Like I'm not going to do that for cheap. And then they just show him money, and he goes, I'm in.
Because he's Han Solo, and we're just in Star Wars now. We just did a Star Wars. This whole section on the spaceship is Star Wars, kind of. We go to the cantina. We meet Han Solo. He agrees to take them in the ship.
So they go. It all works out,
And then who winds up there on Sadbug but Mario and Luigi
Yeah.
and Yoshi.
And they're just like, hey, what's up, guys? And I thought there might be like they have to like there's a misconnection and they have to meet each other somewhere. Nope. Everyone's cool. Just Yoshi's here now. That's Fox.
We gotta move, man, dude. Movie's 45 minutes in. We got half a movie left.
And I thought there might have been like a disconnect where like Fox and Mario beef or something.
Well, there's a brief bit where Peach is like, he's gonna take us, and they both kind of look at each other and they both give like a mean face to each other, and then Fox is like, I like this guy.
Yeah, and everything's and throughout like the entire time Fox is on screen and doing anything, someone usually goes like, God, he's so cool. Like it's every time.
I think they all take a turn being like, he's so cool. He's so
cool. Yeah.
And you know what? He is.
And he is so cool.
He is so cool because he's Star Fox. Because
he's Star Fox. He's
Fox McCloud.
But yeah, so then after that, he's like, all right, I didn't know his like I'm blanking on the name
ship
of
that
his
has
ship.
2 seats turns out can hold 7 people.
Turns out has like 7 people. Like everyone can fit comfortably with little issue.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Don't worry about it. They take off. They head back into space. And they're approaching Bowser Jr.'s ship because why would it be far away? We have to move along. And Bowser Jr. Well, they also do a barrel roll, which is a famous thing.
Yes.
that Star Fox is known for. Dylan, put that in here.
Do a barrel roll.
Yep, that's the clip right there. That's the one. So they do a barrel roll, and then Bowser Jr. shoots them out of the sky, basically. Meanwhile, we should also mention that Bowser Jr. has been trying to reconnect with Bowser during this time. And Bowser Jr.'s like, hey Dad, like I always remembered like you telling me this story about Planet Bowser, and we get like a puppet show from Bowser about him, which I thought was fun, about how he wants to take over the galaxy and rule the galaxy, and they're going to have a big planet that's got roller coasters and Ferris wheels, and it's got a big cannon called the Boomsday device on the top of it.
That's also there. Like that's
yeah.
Was the puppet real?
I couldn't tell. I think because I thought
they put in a live action puppet.
But do you understand like the level of detail? Because it could be alive. I really don't know, and I couldn't find it in the IMDb trivia. I'm sure we'll learn as time goes on. But like,
I'll search this up.
The puppet looks felt, but like what's holding the puppet is the animated Bowser's like hands. And like there's animated stuff, but everything in the puppet show looks felt. So either it's really good CGI, which could be the case because we can do that. Have you seen Avatar: Fire and Ash? Beautiful looking movie. They make you believe blue people are blue. Let me tell you. Wait.
There is nothing on if the puppet's real. Wow. I think it is. That was my interpretation because I was like, that looks too good.
It was good. It was a good looking puppet. It was good.
It really was. It was. But yes, I was surprised that they went with like because Bowser was like, oh, I sent you to boarding school to like set it and forget it with Bowser Jr.
Yeah, it's like, well, where was he in the first movie? Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. So
there's like kind of like this, and like and earlier in the movie he goes, man, I can't wait to one day reconnect with my son. I hope he'll still love me, and I'm sorry for being. So there's like a deadbeat dad bit that they have like implanted within this film. But everything's cool.
Yeah. No, Bowser Jr. is like, I love you, Dad. And Bowser's like, I'm happy to be with you, son. So it's actually fine.
Everything worked out. It's all cool.
No one's resentful of anybody, actually. Yeah. I do like that Bowser Jr. is like Bowser's like, what happened? What happened at school? And he's like, I got expelled. He goes, I am a good dad. Or something like that.
Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, he got the spaceship and everything, and I was like, he's got some talent. He's got to be making some money. He can't just make that for free.
I mean, he built a planet, as we will later learn.
He built a planet.
So Bowser Jr. shoots Star Fox's ship out of the sky because Bowser's like, hey, maybe don't kill them, and he takes out this gun that makes Mario and Luigi babies.
Do you know what he uses?
It is, I believe, the light gun. from
the Super Scope. Yep.
yeah,
And Star Fox's ship crashes,
And
which is
then
into
just a
is it Cascade Kingdom?
I don't know, a Jurassic planet referencing
Other Chris Pratt film, Jurassic World.
everybody
Now,
knows.
which one? It'd be Fallen Kingdom.
So,
It'd be Fallen
and that
Kingdom.
gun, let me tell you, is a reference to Mercy.
I like how Bowser Jr. just like, does he drop it? Like, does he just chuck it? I don't know why.
It just appears. It is also on the planet. It is also on the planet.
I guess he dropped it or threw it or something.
So
or maybe, yeah.
Then we get a fun bit where Toad has to babysit Luigi and Mario and make sure they don't die because they run into a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well,
while Star Fox tries to fix his ship. Mm-hmm.
Because Yoshi also has to look after them, which would make me think it's like maybe a reference to Yoshi's Island or something
100%
like that.
what it is. But Toad is Toad is like failing to like keep them, and Yoshi's like, "Oh, I see the gun." He doesn't say this, but like this is his internal monologue. He sees the gun in like a tree, and he's like, "I'm gonna go get that," and he like uses his tongue to like grab onto the tree. So Yoshi's trying to get the gun. Toad's trying to make sure that Mario and Luigi don't die inside the mouth of this sleeping T-Rex, because Mario climbs in there and then pops out of its nostril, which I was like, gross, icky.
Yeah, ooh.
Yoshi then gets the gun and makes a big noise, which wakes up the dinosaur. And then we get a Jurassic Park reference where the T-Rex chases after them. Must go faster. And then Yoshi just shoots the T-Rex with the baby gun, and then we get baby T-Rex. And then the T-Rex is a part of the team. T-Rex is also there.
Well, T-Rex is there. They fall off a cliff at some point, and everyone panics, and like they're like, "Where'd the babies go? Did it eat the babies? What happened?" And then they're just like off to the side, chilling, playing with the gun, having a good time.
And then they reverse.
And
the gun,
that baby T-Rex, and
they make them big again.
Head back to the ship. Yeah.
Did you like Luigi crying?
I did like. Yeah, I was not that part. I was getting back to like I really enjoyed how Fox is just standing next to his ship crying and like banging on it because it's destroyed, like it's over, everything is ruined.
Yeah, and he's like, "I can fix you, I promise. I fix it." Yeah, because like that's his pride and joy is his ship.
Which was really good. I thought that was a really good bit.
And then Mario tries to connect a little bit more with Peach because he kicks some rocks with her. We didn't mention this before. I thought this was a funny bit at the train station galaxy, the Starship Galaxy or whatever. When Mario and Peach first meet each other again, Mario goes for a handshake and she goes for a hug, and she's like, "Oh, a handshake." And he's like, "Oh, I thought that would be cool." Yeah. We've all been there, man.
Well, real movie. This movie gets it.
This movie's for the boys. Let me tell you.
This movie's got something for everybody.
This movie's got something for
everybody.
Except maybe Dad. I don't think Dad would like this movie, but
he'll find something.
So who comes to save the day on Jurassic Planet? But the Lumas. They're back, and they're like, "Hey, we found you, plumbers," because Luigi made a distress call earlier. He's like, "Brick breaker,
he was doing a truck driver bit, and sometimes it works.
And the Lumas were like having a fight club in the house, and one of them overhears Luigi, and they're like, "Luigi, like the plumber," and then they drive to the galaxy and pick them up. And Fox is like, "Boy, oh boy, can I drive this baby?"
Yes, and they say, "All right."
Well, yeah, and so Peach is exploring the Luma ship. And she comes across the storybook from the start of the movie, and she learns her backstory because she's like, "That's me in the book," and she learns that Rosalina, who I think is implied to be her mom in the games, I could be wrong.
I have no. I don't think they've ever.
Yeah, no, because
explain that part.
It's like hinted at that it's her mom. I believe in Super Mario Galaxy 1. Because she does story time. But turns out Rosalina's her sister. And they do a Frozen together. Did you know that? Did you notice the Frozen? Where they
did do a Frozen.
They have magic powers when they're close together. Yeah, they can control space and time when they aren't together. They can like make a vortex.
They can, which I have never heard of nor seen.
That's
But
an
you know what? Let it go.
Shigeru
Let it
Miyamoto
go.
approved it. He was a producer on the
He
movie.
said it's cool.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, I like how some of the Lumas see Fox and they're like, God, he's so cool. And then a couple of them dress like him.
Yeah, they all get biker jackets like him.
Immediately, you know, the Star Fox is like, I could totally drive this. Everything's cool. Some of us were hoping for a Landmaster bit. We were left disappointed, but that's okay.
John, I'll give you a hint. It's coming. Don't worry. You don't cast Glenn Powell.
I want it now.
Famous actor Glenn Powell, and looking for that success. Glenn Powell.
He's gonna get it.
He's gonna get his own movie.
Happen.
It's fine. Anyway, they go to Bowser Galaxy Planet, and
yes, which
I think this is also, I'm going to keep saying this is a fun bit, but here's a fun little thing is like there's a bunch of Koopas on a roller coaster and then they go into the lava and they all come out as dry bones.
Because I watched that, I was like, that's horrible. And then they came out and they were dry bones. They were fine. They were having a good time.
Yeah, it's a one-time only kind of ride though. You can't.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
Um,
Koopas only too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Bowser Jr. made the planet he told his dad about that they dreamed of making.
The Boomsday device, which you think is going to come back later. It doesn't. It
kind of does.
It lives with Mort.
Kind of does.
Does it? Does it?
A little. Which we'll get to shortly. But yes, they're ready to siege the planet, and they like Star Fox is like, I'll distract them or whatever, and then they're like, oh cool, and then they like covert seal drop in from the spaceship and land into the amusement park, in which they end up splitting up into teams so that Mario's with Peach and that Luigi and Yoshi are gonna go do something else.
Yeah, I forgot what their plan is, but they're doing something else.
I don't know if they do anything. They just went right and one went left. Or they get caught because I guess people see them as they're not Koopas. And Bowser Jr. is like, check out my really cool security system. And then they fall. And
this was also a fun scene, and it's Bowser OS.
Yes.
It's Bowser.
And it's Bowser OS. And they, on Bowser Jr. screen, they are 2D, so like the original Mario game.
Yeah,
and then
it looks
cuts
like
between 2D
and 3D. Yeah, so what Mario and Peach are experiencing is a 3D like Mario level where they're like dodging the flames and the stuff, and they're going basically through the level, and then Bowser Jr. is watching it 2D as if he is playing Super Mario Brothers, which I thought was really fun and cool.
It's actually, I believe it's a reference to Mario Maker.
Oh, 100%. Because
he's adding new stuff to the level, and he's putting in the flames and it's making it all thing. Yeah. So then they progress through that level, and it's really cool. It's a cool spot. And then after which they get to the Long Bridge. Yeah.
Then they beat the level. And then they get to this long bridge outside the castle, and Bowser's like, I'm gonna protect you, my boy. And this is where he forgets that he's friends with everybody.
Well, because the whole, like, there's a part prior where he's like, man, I feel remorse for it. And then Bowser Jr. is like, you don't need them, Dad. You have me, your son. Remember? Your son? And then he's like,
you're right. You are my son. I should protect you. And he drops in, and he's holding a big old axe. And he's like, Mario, we had a good run, but like I do have to kill you now because you are after my son. Which I was like, you know what? Fair. Good dad, Bowser.
Yeah, some people were like, you know what, Bowser? Yeah, that's okay.
And he throws the axe at Mario, and Mario jumps over it and misses, and he doesn't get hit. And then Mario has the axe, and Bowser does a big jump, and he kind of like launches Mario behind him. And Mario cuts the chains to the bridge, and Bowser falls to his death and falls into the lava. And I was like, oh crap, they did the thing from the game.
Yeah.
And I said, they jangled those keys, and I said, I know that.
Yeah, Bowser falls, and then Bowser Jr. is like, oh my god.
You killed my father. Yeah.
My father, yeah. Rightfully upset. A lot of emotion in this movie
Also,
that goes
like,
to the correct places.
way like rougher. This is like the first time Mario has actively murdered someone in these movies. All the other times he's kind of like either knock them out or like, you know, like he does, like you don't see him kill anybody. He actively kills Bowser, a guy he was just becoming friends with earlier in the movie.
You know, he had to do it. He had to do it.
He had to do it to save Rosalina.
Had to do it to save Rosalina.
Was he really dead, John?
No, because
because as we learned earlier on the roller coaster, when a Koopa falls into some lava, they become dry bones. So he becomes Dry Bowser, and I was like, "Oh, they're doing the thing from the other video game."
Yeah. I was surprised when they did it the first bit. I was surprised.
When he came back.
I didn't think they'd. Yeah. Well, I didn't think they'd do that. I thought they might come back to it in a future film, but they said we're doing this.
We're doing this now.
We're doing this now, and which was cool.
And then we get a fight scene. He comes out and he's like, "Boy, I'm the king of bones, baby." And I was like, "Is that a thing?" He says.
Classic Bowser quote.
King of bones.
Me, the Bone King.
Yeah, and so he comes out and then they have a fight. Luigi and Yoshi bring them power-ups. So that's what they've been off doing. Yep. So
that's what they were doing.
Yoshi gets a balloon power-up that just makes him a balloon. Mario gets a drill power-up, and Luigi gets clouds, where he could throw clouds at
which
people. are all
from
Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy
1 and 2.
Yes.
And you know, this is another fun fight sequence, and they use their power-ups to kind of beat up Bowser Jr. and Bowser, and I would say more, but we have to move this along.
Well, there's one part. Well, Peach goes to save Rosalina.
Yeah, she goes in. Yeah, she goes in to save Rosalina, and then you know Mario and Luigi, they lose their power ups, and Yoshi, and Bowser Jr. comes out, and Yoshi steals Bowser Jr.'s paintbrush, and Luigi catches it. And he's like, time to do some art. And he starts drawing on the ground. And he draws a Mr. Game & Watch, which made me go, oh my God, they jangled the keys. That's a thing. and he, you know, he kind of approaches them and they're all like laughing at Luigi. And he's like, I'm not a good artist. I'm sorry. And then he proceeds to knock out Bowser.
Yeah, and it's clean, and he does it pretty quick. He hits him with the hammer, and
which is
it's pretty cool.
Also from Super Smash Brothers, and Rosalina and Peach kind of do their frozen powers together, and they break the thing, and she gets out. The day is saved. We did it. We did it. Thanks to Mr. Game & Watch and Frozen.
And Frozen.
I'm trying to remember what happens after this, because I was so
after that
by Mr. Game & Watch appearing.
After the Mr. Game & Watch thing, Bowser Jr. gets the paintbrush back.
Yeah.
And he draws what would be the dragon.
Oh, yeah, there is a dragon.
He draws this purple dragon from Mario Odyssey, and the dragon loses control. It is rampaging. I think it eats Bowser, like his head.
Well, it eats Bowser Jr.
Or it eats Bowser Jr. too.
And Bowser Jr. falls into the dragon's mouth like Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
So eats him, and then they're like, man, we need to save the day. And Mario somehow gets a power-up block, and then he becomes like super duper Mario. I had never seen that one before. I think it's original.
The one where he's like red and black, right?
Yeah.
And then he does. He beats him. It's fine. It's fine. He beats the dragon. Obviously, Mario's gonna win. It's not Avengers Infinity War here. It's Mario's gonna beat the day, save the day, and then Peach and the Lumas are like, "Hey, we're excited to go back to see your castle." And they go back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and the castle is obviously not there. And they're like, "Oh, sorry, but we'll build an even better castle." And all the Lumas get like, Rosalina gives all the Lumas like tools, and they build Peach's castle again, and then Mario gets a power-up cape, and he flies. He does the little run, and he flies, and he puts the flag on top of the castle, and then we get the Super Mario Galaxy movie logo. And then we're at credits.
And there you have it.
And then let's talk about these two post-credit scenes, because it's not over yet. Post-credit scene 1.
2 post-credits.
Star Fox is coming out of a prison. And he's like...
Star Fox?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Star Fox is coming out of a prison, and he's talking to Toad, I want to say. And he's like, hey, those guys are tricky, but thanks for paying me all that money. I fixed my ship. I'm going home. And he gets in his ship, and he flies away. And then we see Bowser Jr. and the head of Bowser, and all of his remaining bones. Just kind of, he's not built back together yet. And
nope.
they're like planning an escape. Like Bowser Jr. is like digging a tunnel, and then we get the Luma from the first Mario movie that is the warden of this prison, and he's like, "I'm gonna make you a world of hurt, baby."
Yeah. Bowser at one point goes, "Don't let them break you, son."
It was a fun ending, and then
and then
the Luma comes and they're scared and it's fine and they'll be back in the sequel, and then we get a second post-credit scene after the credits, and we're back on Train Station Galaxy, Spaceship Galaxy, and the Ukiki. Uriki, whatever his name is, the monkey, steals something else, and as he's running away, he gets punched in the face by a white glove, and you go, ooh, whose white glove could this be? And we pan over, and it's Daisy, and everyone cheered. They were like, finally! That's what people in my audience said anyway. And then that's it. That's the Super Mario Galaxy movie. If you can't tell, I like this one so much better than the first one.
Yeah, I was a little nervous when we were talking before this, because you were like, "I'll let you know later," and I was like, "That's not good." But it was good, and I'm happy you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I thought this was great.
I think with this one, yes, it is more key jangling than the first movie, and maybe that's why I liked it more. But I also think that there are actual stakes and plot, and like not more. There's slightly more than the first movie of stakes and plot, and like characters, I feel, do things for better reasoning than in the first movie. Because the first movie, it's very much just like, oh, you're here now, okay.
Well, they do that with like Yoshi, but I guess they joke about it, so I guess it works.
Yes, and in Star Fox too, but like Star Fox has motivation. Like Star Fox's motivation is money. I want money to fix my ship.
Well, yeah, I need to fix my ship so I can go see my guys. Yeah, the engine.
And then like Bowser Jr.'s goal is to save his father, and Bowser's goal is to like reconnect with my son, and Peach's goal is to save Rosalina. While in the first movie, Peach's goal is like, I don't know, Bowser could attack. And Mario's like, can I please come with you? And she's like, I guess. Like everyone is just kind of, and like Toad appears and is like, you're my best friend now. And it's like, why? You don't know each other. But this one again, people have more motivation to do stuff, except maybe Luigi. But like Luigi's there, and that's fine.
Yeah, he's just kind of around, but that's fine. He's happy to be around. And you know what? That's good.
Bowser Jr., I forgot to mention, is played by Benny Safdie. Do you know who that is?
It's one of the Safdie brothers. Is that correct?
The Safdie brothers directed Uncut Gems. So when you're casting your children's movie, you go, who could we get to play Bowser Jr.?
All the kids love Glenn Powell. They love Safdie. They
love Glenn Powell.
They love Luis Guzman. Those are the three.
They love Addison Rae. She played the Queen Bee.
No, it's Issa Rae.
Issa Rae. Oh, Addison Rae is a different person.
Yeah.
They love Issa Rae. They love the kids. We at Nintendo know what the kids want.
Yeah. And you know what?
They're not wrong.
It was good. They're not wrong.
All the kids are clamoring for more Mort. We're gonna get the Mort spin-off movie. Speaking of spin-off movies, Well, let's talk. I mean, obviously, everyone believes this is going to be leading up to eventually a Super Smash Brothers film. Now, there are 16 Super Smash Brothers characters that have been have appeared in these two movies. Can you name them all?
Oh boy, Mario, Luigi, Peach.
You can say them out loud.
Does Daisy
too.
count?
Yeah,
Does
sure.
Daisy count?
Yeah.
Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Game & Watch Rob, Star Fox. Do the Pikmin count?
Yeah, Pikmin count.
Pikmin, I'm missing 4.
Was it 16? I might have got the number wrong.
Yeah, I was like, I'm doing a pretty comprehensive job here. I was like, I guess Toad doesn't count.
No, Toad doesn't count. I don't know. You named them all, I think. I don't know for sure.
Sonic was in the trailer. Which Sonic 4 trailer, I saw that and I audibly said, "Oh, this looks awesome."
Even though nothing,
great.
they haven't filmed anything of it yet, or some of it.
That's not what it's about, and it's coming out next March, and I'm there, and I'm ready,
And I'm seated. And will there be a monkey?
And I see.
Jim Carrey keeps coming out of retirement to make these Sonic movies, and it's so funny. He said, "I'm done with Hollywood."
Cinema.
And then they're like, "You want to make another Sonic movie?" And he goes, "Yeah, I guess I'll come back." So let's talk about the monkey in the movie. The main monkey is definitely Riki, kind of little scoundrel, little rascal, is a villain from Yoshi's Story, I want to say.
I also think it's Mario 64. Doesn't it take the hat?
Yes. Stealing. Monkey known as Stealing.
Right, which is what it does. Right, exactly. So it follows the trajectory in the movie. I was gonna say, and otherwise, I guess Donkey Kong is in it.
Donkey Kong is in it
for a second.
Yeah, and he does a little, peck dance or whatever while he's on top of some critters. And so, what would happen if there was no monkey in this movie, John? We don't get Donkey Kong, which fine, that doesn't really affect the plot in any way. But
They get to Star Fox sooner.
Well, they don't know where Rosalina is, so they wouldn't go to the underground kingdom.
I guess so.
I mean, they would find it because you would just ask someone else, I guess. But like
they had a plan.
But like we had to get Mort in there.
Mort fans applaud. All 7 of them they're satisfied.
Mort,
it's just they're good.
Yeah, that's about it. That's probably that. So something I found fascinating. And it is true of the Mario games as well, specifically the party games, is that Mario is the least interesting character in his own movie and also in his own games mostly. Which, what? That's just is the role. It's just he's the best and good and has no personality.
He does what he has to do, and he's where he has to be when he has to be there.
But everyone else around him is far more interesting than he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Side background characters are. It's
when you play the new Mario Kart, are you playing as Mario? No, because you're not an insane person or a child. No, you play as a cow. No, you play as a
You're happy with that.
You
decision.
play as a crab because
I'm gonna be the crab. I'm gonna be the bee. I'm gonna be everyone.
When you play Mario Party, you don't play as Mario. You play as everyone else.
Luigi, and Toad. But it's a I agree in that he is probably the most boring character, and that's okay.
He also, I feel like, while yes, he is the main character of this movie, I feel like he might have less screen time than like. I think Peach probably might have more screen time.
Yeah, I was gonna say Peach probably has a lot of screen.
And Bowser does.
Yeah, Luigi probably has the least out of them.
Yeah, but I feel like he does his role a lot better. I like that they pair them together in this movie as opposed to separate them again, because it's like, well, that's what we want to see. We want to see them do stuff together, and I think they have a good dynamic together.
Yeah, they kind of put them together, and then when Mario's not with Peach, they have Mario with Luigi, and when Luigi's not with Mario, he's just hanging out with Yoshi, and it works.
Yeah, everyone's got a buddy.
Toad doesn't really.
Toad
do
also
much.
gets sidelined in this movie.
Toad gets the penguin costume, is I believe the highlight.
Oh yeah, I forgot he gets the penguin costume in Mort's house or whatever.
in the casino.
It's crazy how Mort has more screen time than Mario in this movie.
Mort fans rejoice. Big things.
All right, I'm gonna call Dad. I'm gonna see what he thinks about this.
Yes, I'm sure he will be awake this time.
He will be awake, and I woke him up last time I recorded something because it was 12:30. Hey, Dad. Hey, you're on the podcast with me and John.
Okay. It's still going? It's like a 5-hour podcast.
Yeah. It's only 90 minutes this time. So we're talking about the Super Mario Galaxy movie. What do you think about that?
I have no comment.
You have no comment.
Well, no, I didn't see it. I don't know about it. I didn't watch a preview.
So
I have no comment.
Okay.
You want me to talk about the stars in it?
No. Just tell me about
They're gold. They're golden stars.
They're golden stars.
That's true.
You like? Oh, that's a good bit, actually.
You don't want me to?
Yeah,
that's a good joke. That's a good joke. What? Do you know anything about Super Mario Galaxy, the games, at all?
No.
No. Do you want to guess what happens in this movie? I asked Justin.
No, I don't. Honestly, I can't guess because I don't know anything. I don't know anything about it except for it has the same, right? The same stars are playing the same roles.
Yes. So Chris Pratt's back. Charlie Day's back. Jack Black's back.
No comment. Jack Black, I love. I like Jack Black. So any movie with Jack
Luis
Black
Guzman
can't be that bad.
Luis Guzman's in this one. Are you a fan of him?
Do I know what? I guess
He plays. I can't think of the character's name, but Wednesday's dad in Wednesday.
Oh no comment.
No comment. Do you like Glenn Powell?
Do I know? Yes, I think I do.
He's from Top Gun and other
Twisters.
Twisters.
Yes.
Like him, he's good.
Okay. So 2 out of 5 so far.
2 out of 5. You probably don't know who Anya Taylor-Joy is.
No.
Brie Larson? You like her?
Yes.
Donald Glover? Do you know who that is?
Sure, I do. Who doesn't know Donald Glover? Of course I know.
No, from Community, not Danny Glover.
No, Donald Glover. Yes.
Okay, you know Donald Glover. Okay.
Yes.
Just checking.
From Community.
Have faith, believe.
Not Danny Glover, who's like 106.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. So, John, you have any questions for Dad?
John, because I said no comment as to 3 out of 5.
I know. You have thoughts on you have no comments for a lot of these people. That's okay. That's okay.
I don't want to,
I got you.
I know you're not a fan of Mr. Christopher Pratt.
No, not at all.
And that's okay.
You know,
okay.
I wasn't. Then I became a fan when I knew his story, his background, and now he used to, sleep on the beaches, and But I just can't get over. I'm sorry, I can't get over.
What was the role that turned you against him?
It wasn't so much the role. It was I like people to be humble, and I don't see him as a humble actor. I find him to be arrogant, and I don't like that. That's just me. I'm sure there's
a
million of your listeners who listen to you every podcast who will be against that, but that's just me. So.
That's okay. No, people have turned against Chris Pratt.
I can't really say too much Charlie Day. I can't say he's arrogant because I don't think he is. I don't.
You just don't like. You don't like the voice.
His acting. His acting. So
there you go.
I don't really find it funny, but that's me. And I'm sorry, Charlie Day, if you're listening. That's not Michael. This is not his opinion. This is mine. I'm an old guy from Staten Island. What can I tell you? So,
All right, John, you have any questions for Dad?
well, go ahead, John. Ask me a question.
Questions for you. Did you you watched part of the first one with us, right?
The very up until I guess the Donkey Kong.
Did you like the way it looked? Did you think it looked nice?
What do you mean?
Like the animation, was it like
Oh, animation. Yeah, no, I like the animation. Yes.
There you go. Okay.
No, I did like the animation. That's what I said. I like that. I know, and I only watched up until the whatever it is, Donkey Kong Land or whatever that land was. So,
got about halfway through.
Yeah, then I quit because it's not my speed.
There you go.
It just wasn't for me. And I listened to your podcast yesterday from the first movie. And I was listening to you and your brothers go at each other, talk to each other. I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. In the beginning,
that's
there was crickets in the beginning, but then eventually they got into it. And I didn't.
You gotta warm up.
I didn't know your brother Justin can do a Seth Rogen laugh. I didn't know that. So,
well, we learn things new every day, and I also learned that we can't really do a Sebastian Maniscalco.
You can't do a
none of us can do a Sebastian Maniscalco.
He can do a Seth Rogen laugh. I really appreciate how you use me throughout the podcast, explaining things to me. So that's cool. I like that. So, this is for you, Dad.
Yeah, just to explain to Dad real quick, because why would you know what we're talking about?
You're absolutely right. Just like this particular movie, I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
I don't really know about Super Mario Galaxy. I don't know about. I only remember the Super Mario game, the one of the original Super Mario games.
I mean, you know your Yoshi.
Oh, that I know. I know some of the characters. Yes.
You played that one, Super Mario World, right?
Super Mario World. Yes.
Yeah.
What was that? That was in the 80s, I guess, or 90s, right?
Yeah.
80s.
The Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo. So yes, I do know the characters. I'm not that old. So, I didn't know you were going to call. So
it's always a surprise. It's more fun. It's more fun this way.
Keep us guessing. Keep them guessing.
At a nice, reasonable time, because
not at 12:30 at night.
Not at 12:45 in the morning. Yeah. So
okay. All right. Well, we got to wrap this up because John's got to get going. So
okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
When you have a free moment, boys. All right.
Your
mother wants to hear
I will.
from you.
I will.
Okay.
How about that? Put on the podcast. Your mother wants to hear from you. Okay.
I talked to Mom. I talked to Mom earlier today.
All right. Be good.
And
I said happy
Easter. I woke up
Easter.
and immediately did this podcast.
I did my part. Don't act like I don't call home daily.
Now, 1 million of your listeners will know that you're good sons and you'll call your mom.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, everybody out there, call your mother.
Call your mother.
Yeah.
All right. See you later,
Say hi
Dad.
to your mother for me. Okay. All right, kids. Talk to you later.
Yep. Bye.
Bye, Dad. I
So,
just
yeah.
want to say, he liked the art. Something for everybody.
Something for everybody. Even Dad.
Something for everybody.
All right.
Never know. Something for everybody.
Anything else you want to bring up before we wrap this up here?
It's made a lot of money. It's going to make more money.
The highest grossing Wednesday opening ever.
I'm proud to have been a part of it.
Me too. $373 million as of recording is the box office. Had a budget of 110.
Wow.
So it's already broken even, and it will continue to do great over the course.
It has been what, 5 days?
5 days. Yeah. I mean, it is Easter weekend as well. So people are off.
Wow. Yeah,
Kids are
it's gonna
around.
get. They're gonna get. It'll break a Billy.
It's gonna break a Billy, of course. I
Like,
know
no problem.
some reviews I had read online said it was the death of cinema. I disagree. There are more egregious ones than this. I've seen worse. Is it great? No, but I had a great time.
I was with one of my friends I saw with put it the best. Sometimes you'd be watching, go, man, this is stupid, and then Star Fox will come on screen, and you'll be like, this is the greatest thing I've watched in the last year.
So
it's got something for everybody, that's a big part of it.
Let's tally up Justin's score here. Justin got about 80% correct. About 80%. Again, just missing some details. So maybe we'll try that again in the future on another episode of just guess what's happening. guess what you think is going to happen in this movie. Monkey see, monkey do, or monkey see, monkey don't?
Oh, monkey see, definitely do. I mean, this is, even if you hate every other aspect of this movie, you don't like Mario, you hate fun, you don't like, there's a couple of good jokes. Again, just like the last one, watching it for the visuals alone, I feel it's worth it. And this one has more stuff to offer. And the music too, which I know we didn't get to get into much, but they do a really good job of using a lot of the Mario Galaxy music and other songs rather than licensed music. I mean,
yes, they did. It's a massive improvement over the last movie.
But like that stuff's good, and the animation's really, really good. And if you give it a chance, and you'll probably have an okay to good time.
Yeah, no, like you're not gonna be upset watching this movie. You can't. It's jingling keys in front of you, and you go, yes. But I would say it's
keys.
It's a monkey see, monkey do for me. And I was a little harsh on the last one. I said it's there's worse things you can watch. This one I would actively go back and rewatch. We'll see if it holds up on a second watch, but I liked it a lot more than the first one by a long shot. By a long shot. Like so I think they're on the right track. Oh, so before we go, I wanted to I want to make some baseless speculations on the future of this franchise. Who is getting a spin-off movie and what are they? So I can guarantee it's not guaranteed, but I would bet money that there's a Donkey Kong movie coming out within the next year or two. So I'm going to say Donkey Kong is definitely next. I think we're going to definitely get a Mario 3 for sure because you teased Daisy. I think we are getting a Star Fox movie. I think that's their biggest swing.
I agree with. I was gonna say I agree with all three of those. I thought I either read or I heard something somewhere that Charlie Day said if you do I'd be happy to do a Luigi Mansion movie.
I think he really.
I don't know if they'll give it to him. I don't know if they'll give him the time.
So that's my.
But I'd like it.
That's my thought process. Is that the fact that he keeps mentioning it in every interview makes me believe
it's got
they haven't greenlit a Luigi's Mansion movie yet. But I think I think there's a chance we get one. But I think it'll have to be either after Mario 3 or it'll be incorporated into a Mario movie of some capacity.
Yeah.
I would love
feel like
for there to be a Luigi's Mansion movie, but I don't know if they're going to give that character because they seem to really want to expand this universe. And I know people are like, well, obviously the next movie is going to be Super Smash Brothers. I disagree. I think you still need to build up a lot.
We're one
of
movie away. We got it. That Kirby guy's got to show up. He's important. The big King DDD. You gotta have him. No K. Rool yet. K. Rool's in the next one.
Well, no, he's going to be in the Donkey Kong movie.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the one we're closest to. Well, I believe.
And I think Donkey Kong is going to be the next movie that comes out, and then we'll get Mario 3, and then probably Star Fox after that.
Yep.
Just based on I think there's a chance. I don't know how true it will be, but I think there's a chance Yoshi even gets a spin-off movie. There's a chance.
Actually, that'd be cool. That could be cool. I wouldn't.
And I was like, well, is there precedent for a character who doesn't say much to run their own movie? And I'm like, in animation, there's tons of Wallace and Gromit is a great example. Gromit doesn't talk, or Shaun the Sheep. You could do it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You could do it.
You're
And
right.
you just make it slapsticky and, a bunch of Yoshis. You have Minions. This is the company that makes Minions. Like, you could do a Yoshi's
I
movie.
also think it's gonna depend on, does Illumination have other projects that they're working? Minions 2 I saw.
Minions 3.
Or Minions 3, sorry.
Minions 3 is
Yeah.
coming out this year. I think definitely Donkey Kong is coming out, like I said, next year. Let me look up Illumination's
Like, what projects do we
what's
have?
in development there. They're probably a Sing 3. Those always tend to make money.
Because I know what this has going for it is that these are going to be super profitable.
We might get
at least the mainline ones.
So the only movie they have upcoming on Wikipedia is Minions and Monsters, which comes out in July. So yeah, everything else is definitely unannounced. So I think they're gonna start pivoting from just Despicable Me. I think Despicable Me 5 was also announced as well.
Yeah.
Or is in development. So I think that's definitely gonna happen. And then the animation team behind this is just gonna jump from Mario movie to Mario movie, while the Despicable Me people jumps from Despicable Me to Despicable Me.
It ranks as 10th on the Illumination worldwide gross rankings. A cool 10. Mario movie has made oh wow, it is going to catch up to it quick.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is just one weekend. This is just it's
not even.
I think
not
it's
even
the third highest grossing animated weekend as well, and it's like right underneath the first one in terms of box office. So it's gonna be fine. In case you were stressed, don't you worry.
I was stressed because I was like I need more content. I need more keys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anything else you want to say? Okay. I want you to make one big swing for the fence for the future of this franchise. What is a movie that you think they're going to make? Because they're going to continue making these, obviously.
Like in the far future?
Yeah, sure. Like they're probably going to make a Super Smash Brothers, so that's like a gimme. But like, what's like a Star Fox kind of like? Oh wow, I can't believe you're doing that.
I think they're gonna do something with Kirby. Because I don't know if they could touch Pokemon, right?
Well,
I don't know how that'll work.
Might be at Warner Brothers, which is a different studio. And Zelda
and
is
then
at
Link
Sony.
Yeah. So I think Kirby's something they have that people like that they can.
Oh, you know what I
something
didn't
with.
think about, but I think I read something where they were trying to get the rights for Metroid, and I think you could do a really cool Metroid movie. Although,
yeah, that could be cool.
That would have to be a little bit more adult because that is a bit scarier than other Nintendo properties.
That might
be a PG-13. That might be a
or so there's options. I think Kirby. I think Metroid's a good pick.
I think Metroid is probably an easier adaptation than Kirby. Kirby's a bit.
What do you mean?
Well, like there's a story to Metroid.
The story is they're being mean to Kirby and his friends, and that's no good.
I guess you could do the cake one or whatever.
Yeah. King Dedede ate all the cake and ate all the food, and now everyone is sad, and then Kirby goes and fixes it.
And who would you cast as King Dedede?
Danny DeVito?
No, Danny DeVito is going to be Wario. I have a suspicion.
What if it's like Michael B. Jordan's Kirby?
I'd be down for that. That'd rock. I mean, I don't think it would be. Although you got Donald Glover
Maybe
as
he
Yoshi.
likes. Yeah, maybe he likes Kirby. Never doubt.
Michael B. Jordan is a nerd. I don't know if you know this, but he loves anime. Yeah. So he probably loves the Kirby TV show from the early.
Maybe he
2000s.
likes Kirby. Yeah.
He probably likes Sonic X as well. All right, probably need to wrap this up.
We like
right?
Sonic X. Yeah, I gotta go grade.
All right, well, I want to thank you for joining me today, John. Do you want to promote anything, Instagram or no? Or
I got really nothing going on.
I liked how last time
to be here.
You were like, listen to Cinemonkey, and it's like you're already listening to Cinemonkey. So
well, keep listening. But no, I got really nothing going on. If I'm gonna promote anything, I'm excited to watch the new Scrubs TV show. Well, I guess it's old Scrubs TV show. I'm excited to watch the Scrubs
new seasons of Scrubs. That's exciting.
That's what's going on in my life. That's that I'm trying to promote. We all watch it. We can all have we can have more scrubs. And
that's important. More scrubs. All right. I want to thank Dylan for the edit. I want to thank Elias for our logo. If you're listening on YouTube, give us a 5-star review, a like, and a subscribe. If you're listening on a podcatcher such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, give us a 5-star review and tell your friends about the show. And John, how should we end the show today?
Maybe let me get another chance of that Mario Yippee or Waha.
Is there another?
There's Yippee, Waha.
Yeah, but are there other sounds we haven't made yet that we could do? Give me a best falling into the fire sound.
Wah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.